Right, it's Kev, Sports Trading UK. Let's try and make us some green money for Christmas. Sound like bloody Scrooge. Okay, PSV v Cska Moscow. What I'm going to do is I'm doing a Suarez, but we're about 45 minutes before kick-off, something like that. As you can see, I've put 100 quid on the 0-0. I'm trying to scalp a 350. Which helps us out a bit. No risk obviously at this stage. If it starts going against me, then I'll get out, but I'm hopeful that I'm going to get matched there. And then obviously the under over 1.5 goals first half. I'm still waiting to get matched. Got 30 quid waiting there. And 3.5 goals, I've got 70 waiting there. I think you get the gist. I think you know what Suarez plays by now. But I'm just trying to help myself out by getting a free £50. If I can actually get a bit more, I will do. See how we go. I'm quite happy if I can get 50 pre-match. It does help a lot. Okay, very nice. I've only had to wait 5 minutes and I've got my free £50 there. I might try and steal a bit more. There's a bit of a gap there at the moment, but I don't want to get too heavily involved. But if I can get another 50 to make a 100, remember this is all no risk. With 35 minutes towards kick-off. Okay, still 23 minutes. I've got 100 stuck in there. I'm hoping to get that matched and drop it straight back in. If not, managed to get matched on the 3.5 goals. Probably a bit early, but never mind. So my risk is 38. And I've got matched on the first half goals 1.5, 48, 56. So you can see my idea of trying to get 50 quid or whatever. If I manage to get this done before kick-off, then hopefully we'll have £100 stuck in there. If it's 0-0 at half time, which I'm hoping it's not going to be, obviously can cut as losses. Let's see how we go anyway. But bit of luck, like I say, there's 22 minutes now, and I'm going to try and get that match, drop the 100 back in there if I can, and make this, instead of it's 50 at the moment, as you can see. Get that to 100 and we should be sitting nice before the match even kicks off. Okay, very nice. We're about let me see, 6 minutes from kick-off. Excuse me. I'm hoping to get that match. Oh crikey, there you go. So I've got a nice 150. I can actually take an £8 green now if I want, but that's my cover, so I'm going to leave that there. Good start to the trade. Okay, we've been playing 8 minutes. Just had a shout from Steve, just reminding me that the 2.5 goals will probably start dropping now. So what I've done is I just stuck 50 in there, and hopefully it's going to start dropping. And just to make a bit more insurance, hopefully. I'm not after a great deal. Let's see how it performs. I know it'll make the video a bit longer, but hey, that's life. It's nearly Christmas. Come on, let's make some money. Okay, it's not particularly moving as such yet. Let's have a look, see if I can put this game back on. As you can see, my 0-0 is still sitting there nicely. It's 2.5s I want showing, that's it. Okay, let's see what we can get out of it. Oh, that was close. Okay, be quite happy to get £10 out of that, so I will drop that back in there. And as you can see, my 0-0 is coming down. If it's 0-0 at half time, let's see, we're going to be able to probably cover our risk. It's not a great game, to be honest, at the moment. Let's see how the 2.5 is going on. should start dropping. It does usually get held up when it gets to about 2, but it's going down nice and steady. Nothing's really happening in game, as you can hear it background.
We'll see it again here. Poor attempt to pass out. Ibrahimovic just digs it up, just looking to bend it into the far corner, almost a training ground, nonchalant finish. Doesn't quite get it right there.
We're on 9 minutes. I won't bore you to death, I'm going to leave that in. Hopefully we get matched. If we do, I'll be back to show you out. Then again, as you can see, Steve did call it over there in chat room. But he were on about that PSG game, we're on PSV. Never mind, same theory. I'm still quite happy because the game is absolute garbage at the moment. It's as if they're both on strike or something. But that's fine. We've got that 0-0 on our side. I prefer goals to be second half. I always wear my Suarez 30-70, sorry, thought we were going to score then. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4 ticks, and we've got £10 there on the under 2.5 as well, so that's nice and handy. I don't mind Champions League games when you're doing scalping like this. I just don't particularly like Champions League football. I think it's garbage. Until you get to final stages, that is. And I'm waffling on. Never mind. It's all entertaining garbage. Okay, I'm not going to bore you to death. I should get matched on that, and I'll come back when something or whatever happens. Okay, there you go, matched. So we're going next to £10 on the 2.5 goals. Where are we on 0-0s? It's not dropping as quick as I thought it would do, actually, but that's okay. It's just insurance anyway. Okay, what we need now is some goals. Okay, guys, I've just realised I've been watching it wrong match, so that's how good I am. It should have been PSV and not PSG. I thought, strange. Anyway, I'm doing a bit of Kev's cover on the 1.5 goals. Get another £10 on this. So that'll give us £10 on the 2.5, £10 on the 1.5, and we're still okay on the 0-0s. And I don't know what's happening because I had the wrong match on. Never mind. Just got that 50 to get matched, and we've got a nice £10 bit of cover there as well. Because obviously, unless somebody scores it next minute, how long's left? 3 or 4 minutes, then I'm going to lose my first bit. Okay, half time. Right, as you can see, I can take. Just drop it down a bit. I can take a £27.78 green on the 0-0 if I like. It's 0-0, so obviously I've lost the. Oops, wrong one. I'm 18 down at the moment, so we've lost that. So that actually covers it. But obviously we've got 3.5 part, which is going to be looking sick. 29, but my total loss is only. What I'm saying only is 38. So it's 2 ways of playing this. You could take the £27, which covers the first half loss, and then we've got a shot at the 3.5 goals in second half. But like, look at that game, it looks absolute garbage, same as the other one I was watching. So excuse me, I've got the £10 cover on the under 1.5, so if it stays 0-0, so I could take 27, and if it's still 0-0, I'd have the 37, and the £10 I've got on the 2.5 goals as well. As I said, because of the nice bit of scalping I did pre-match, I'm not in any great danger. It's just a matter of the best way to play it. Difficult one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to let this run into second half a bit. If there's a goal, obviously my cover's gone. It's completely and utterly gone. if it's early, then we're not going to go into red, but we're not going to go into green, but it'll settle somewhere a lot better when we're looking a lot better. My idea is here is to let it run 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes. I'll watch match, and this should start dropping and shooting down, and I can get more or less my stake back if there's no goal, and have a free shot at the 3.5, and obviously the £10 on the under 2.5 goals, and if it stays 1-0, the 1.5 goals. I think you get me gist on it. Sounds a lot complicated. I know I started it as a Suarez player, but I tend to, when I'm trading football, I tend to open other markets. I mean, it covers your ass loads and loads of times instead of just sitting there and hoping that there's going to be a goal or not a goal or whatever. Hopefully by the end of the video you'll see what I mean, but if you want to play it safe now, you would take the £27. Remember, you've still got the other £10 on the 1.5 and the 2.5, so that would cover any risk we've already got if it stayed at 0-0 or 1-0. The biggest danger would be 2-0, but 2-0 we've still got that £10 as well on the 2.5 goals. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get a bit more out of this 0-0 and see how we go, and hopefully we'll have a flush of goals late second half. Okay, see you second half. Well, it does help if you've got the mic in front of you. Right, nothing's happening. It really is a garbage game. I'm leaving this in. As you can see, we're getting into 30 odd quid profits now. If you remember, I lost 18 from the first half, and we're looking at probably losing 38 here, so I need to cover it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ticks, and I can cover that bit, and obviously I would still be the 18 down, but I've got the £10 on the under 2.5 goals, so I need another 8, and when I can find it, we've got another £10 on the under 1.5 goals. So my plan here is to let this run a bit longer, see how much I can get. The more I can get, obviously the better I am, not just regarding scratching the trade, but see if I can get some profit out of it somewhere. It should start dropping. It is dropping now, as you can see. It's dropping like a stone, so there was no point in me taking it early. I mean, if a goal had gone in early, my 3.5 would have looked a bit better, and the game would have probably opened up. But as it is, it's like watching paint dry. So I'm going to let this get to a reasonable amount. If I can get it round to about 50 quid, I'll be quite happy with that, and we'll get some profit out of the others, hopefully. Okay, I'll get back to you when something happens. Okay, we're just about 12 minutes into the second half. As you can see, it is dropping like a stone, so hopefully I can get matched pretty soon. And we're going to see that sharp drop there. And then, to be honest, I'm sick of watching this match, so I might turn it over and watch the Man United game. So my idea is I want to get this. Just hang on, let's back down a bit. Get this up to a reasonable amount. I can take the 41 now. I'm not going to lose much. In fact, I'll probably end up winning because it looks like a 0-0. But which will be very nice, 150 quid. But I'm not going to risk that. So I'll let it drop a bit more. If there's a goal, there's a goal. Nothing I can do about it. But I think we can get into the 50s. Might even get into the 60s the way it's dropping. I mean, there's just nothing happening. Crap. Champions League stuff. It's like watching paint dry. Okay, when it gets to semi-finals and final, but semi-finals until the second leg are garbage as well. They need to make it into a league, a full league. Get rid of all big clubs out at Premiership. Anyway, that's another story. We're here to trade. So I'm gonna not bore you to death because this video is 15 minutes long already. I'm gonna take this one out when I feel like it's right. Okay, we're getting close to what I've decided to do is, for the sake of this video especially, is I'm going to take 50, hopefully, unless the goal goes in now. So if you remember rightly, I had £18 loss from the first half, 1.5 goals, and I've got 38 risk here, so 56. That's going to give me 50 of it back, so I'm £6 in arrears. Okay, so on the 2.5 goals, as you can see, I've got 10 if it stays under 2.5 goals, and if it stays under 1.5 goals, oops, that's the first half goals bit that we lost, that's the 18 we lost. And I'm on the 1.5 goals, so if it stays 0-0 or 1-0, we've got 20. So we'll end up with an £18 profit if it stays as it is, or 1-0 either side. 2-0, then we've got a £4 profit. Not a lot, but as you can see, it's with a bit of clever scalping and pre-match trading, it makes my original trade that has gone wrong into a profitable one, or at least a scratch. Okay, let's see how we go. And as you can see, we've got matched, so I've got 50 quid to come back from that. Let's see what happens. Okay, sod's law. Turn the match over towards Man United, and it's a penalty to Cska Moscow by the look of it. Probably about the same time left, about 16 minutes, something like that. It's not going to make much difference. Even if the score to what we're going to come out with, well, unless it's 2 goals. Let's see what happens, and I'll get back to you. Okay, it's 1-0 to they scored the penalty, so it's 1-0 to Moscow. Keep opening up the wrong one there. 2.5 goals is still okay. What we need now is not another goal, to be honest. Well, I can find the right damn one. Right, okay, I'm going to have to start turning TV over more often if it brings goals. It's actually 1 apiece now. So obviously I've lost the 1.5 goals, the 2.5 goals. If there's another goal, I mean, at the moment I'm still to make a tenner. If there's another goal, then I'll be 6 quid down over the old trade, which is not bad really for risk I was taking originally. If there isn't another goal, then obviously we'll have just made £4, so that's how it goes. Let's see what happens. Okay, it's gone to 2-1. I could scratch out of the and still make a profit. 16. I took 17 loss there. Or I could hang on if there's another goal, and I'm going to take a nice 70 quid for a £4 risk. So I'll take that risk. So if it stays as it is, £4 loss, which is okay. If another goal goes in, then fair enough. We've made a nice 70 quid. Or if you really want to take the profit, you could do by scratching out of the 3.5. You could take the 16.80, so we'll be in front. But I'm going to take a risk, and hopefully there's another goal. Okay, it finished 2-1. So I didn't get the goal I was looking for, but it doesn't really matter. So as you can see, we just ended up with that clever 0-0 scalping pre-match. It made the trade a lot easier. The 1.5 and the 2.5, we would have had £10 profit on either of those, but the late flurry of goals stuffed that up. But never mind, we only ended up with a £4 loss. So it's a lot better than what it would have been. Would have been 56, 58, whatever it was. So that clever scalping of the 0-0, which I recommend you do before a match if you're going to do it Suarez, makes it a lot easier. Okay, so what could have been a bad trade turned into a scratch, more or less. £4, quite better to lose £4. Okay, hope you enjoyed it. See you on the next one.